A city filled with history, elegant townhomes and towering oak trees, Savannah is a delight any time of the year. If you're looking to avoid the crowds, bring a coat, but there's something about seeing the azaleas in full bloom that makes a trip during high season worth it. Here's our guide to help you decide the best time to visit Savannah. High season, March to June, best time for music festivals. The weather is at peak perfection, just before the heat and humidity have yet to reach sweltering levels. Expect large crowds and higher prices. It's a perfect time to enjoy the azaleas in full bloom and music festivals like the Savannah Stopover Festival and Savannah Music Festival. Shoulder season, mid-September to November, best time for exploring the outdoors. Still a very popular season thanks to milder temperatures. There's a big uptick in October thanks to a host of events like the Great Ogeechee Seafood Festival, Savannah Pride and the Shalom Yal Jewish Food Festival. Expect larger crowds. Low season, January to February, best time for avoiding crowds. The cooler temperatures mean fewer crowds and a quieter city overall. Winter provides the perfect time to visit the many historic buildings and the Telfair museums. And if you're feeling especially courageous, take part in Tybee Island's Polar Plunge. January, the city's SAVANNAH moniker really rings true in the beginning of the year. It's the off-season, but winter weather is typically mild, so visits to downtown attractions are still doable. Key events: Tybee Island Polar Plunge, Martin Luther King Jr. Day Parade. February, it's a great time to visit Savannah if you want to avoid springtime crowds. Winter camellias kick into bloom as a prelude to the iconic azalea blossoming that begins in March. Key events: Savannah Black Heritage Festival, Savannah Book Festival, SCAD's Define Art 2021. March, spring swings into full effect, with Forsyth Park and the city's 22 squares all abloom with azaleas, cherry blossoms and more. Key events: St. Patrick's Day Parade, Savannah Stopover Festival. April, spring high season kicks off with more visitors than any other month, March St. Patrick's festivities aside. The weather is sunny with darn near perfect temperatures. It's a great time to start hitting the beach. Key events: Savannah Music Festival. May the heat begins to turn up in May and beach season is well underway. Memorial Day weekend is popular for both locals and visitors, so arrive early to get a good spot on the sand. Key events: Savannah Scottish Games. June, summer weather starts to swelter and SCAD graduation brings a big crowd around the end of May or the beginning of June. Once the students are gone, tourism really quietens down. Key events: Juneteenth celebrations. July, hot, sticky and humid are the dog days of summer. Save for July 4th festivities downtown and on Tybee, there's not much happening on the ground. Key events: 4th of July, Savannah Bananas season kicks off. August, long and languid are the days of Savannah's hottest month. You can seek shelter at the beach, but the water isn't as refreshing as you'd hope. Stick to AC with a pitcher of sweet tea. September, by now, locals are praying for boiling temps to cool down, and all they're getting are daily afternoon thunderstorms. It's the thick of hurricane season. At least the rain, kinda, helps break the heat of the day. Key events: Savannah Jazz Festival, Pinpoint Seafood Festival, Taste of Soul Food Festival. October, the arrival of autumn brings visitors flocking back to the city, with mild, pleasantly warm weather and more festivals and events than any other time of year. Halloween is a howl in this spooky, literal ghost town. Key events: Tybee Island Pirate Fest, Great Ogeechee Seafood Festival, Savannah Pride, Oktoberfest, Savannah Film Festival, Shalom Yal Jewish Food Festival, Savannah Greek Festival. November, the autumn weather is still pretty warm and dry, making it a great time to stroll and sit around Savannah's squares. The popular Rock and Roll Marathon brings tons of visitors early in the month. Key events: Savannah Food and Wine Festival, Telfair Art Fair. December, smaller crowds make for a much more relaxed visit during the holiday season. The weather can be mildly chilly, but sunny days are still typical and perfect for seeing the sights. Key events: Christmas on the River, Tybee Island Lighthouse Christmas.